Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. Also, Happy New Year to everyone. So 2022, I hope it was a good year for you. Now we're starting fresh and brand new with 2023 and I hope it's gonna be an amazing year for all of you, and I hope it's gonna be an amazing year for myself too. 2022 was hard, but it was amazing in a way. So as promised, the very first video of 2023 is my review on A Thousand Boy Kisses by Tillie. So it's a book that I read near the end of the year and I absolutely loved it. It was this close to get 5 stars, but it didn't. I rated it 4.75 stars, but it still was amazing. So this book is about Poppy and Rune, and so Rune is from Norway and he had to come to America when he was 5, and Poppy is his neighbor, and so like they meet at 5 and then they fall in love and like they're together since they're like 8 to 15, and when they are 15, Rune has to go back to Norway because his father got a job there, so they had to move, and so he has to leave Poppy alone in America. So it's sad to see them split like that. And 2 years later he finally comes back to America, but in the meantime, like, Poppy stopped talking to him, and when he comes back she's ignoring him. So 2 years of almost 2 years of Poppy not talking to him, so that made him change a lot, and he became a bit he's not as open as he was before. At the beginning of the book, Poppy's grandmother gives her a little jar, and she's like, every time a boy kisses you and you feel something in your heart, then you have to write it down and put it in the jar, and the goal of this jar is to have 1,000 boy kisses by the end of her life. So it is very sweet to do that. I made one. Yes, I made my little kisses jar because I can, because I found it very sweet and I wanted to make something similar. So like, I have a boyfriend now. It's not been that long, but I was like, I can do it. So yeah, I made a little jar. So yeah, so that's the plot. And so like he comes back to America and a lot of things has changed, especially him, because he became mean toward his father, because it's because of his father that they have to move and that he couldn't see her and that he kind of lost her. And he also is very cold with his little brother. It's sad because he's mad toward his family, and it makes me pretty sad. So I loved it from the beginning to the very end. I didn't have a lot of expectation because it is a book that is pretty popular on BookTok. So I was like, maybe it's gonna be bad, but I saw it like in the bookshop and I was like, you know what, let's read it. It seemed to be, I thought it was a cliche romance like BookTok thing, so I really bought it just for fun, you know. I just wanted to read something fun and something quick because I was in Paris when I bought it and I thought that I would have to spend the night without sleeping. And so I was like, I'm gonna read a book instead, because I can't sleep. But in the end I slept and I started the book the next day, and I just like started reading it and I already loved it from the first chapters. And from the beginning I cried at like chapter 2, and let me tell you, I was full on sobbing by the end of the book. It's the book that made me cry the most in my entire life. by the end I couldn't stop crying. I finished it and put the book down and couldn't stop crying for like 5-10 minutes. It was enjoyable in a way. There's one thing that I didn't like about the book. It's that, so I said that when he comes back in America he changed a bit, and he changed in the like Wattpad cliche movie bad boy. Like he's like dressing all in black, smoking, going to parties, and like being like not talking much, being cold and stuff, and it's very cliche, you know, but I can overlook that because the rest of the book is very very good. So like the little cringy stuff that are going on in the book, I can bear with them because the rest is so good to me. Poppy is very sweet. She's an adorable girl. She plays cello, and like usually in like movies, book and stuff, when someone is playing an instrument, it's like piano or the guitar, like, you know, basic stuff. And so seeing her play the cello, it was great because it's unusual and it's a beautiful instrument, really. I loved her. I loved Rune too, even though at some point he's kinda annoying, you know, but he's changing throughout the book, and he's very sweet at the beginning. He's a bit annoying in the middle of the book, and he is also very sweet at the end. So it was really a good surprise for me because I really wasn't expecting it to be that good. I said that I was going for a fun read that isn't especially good, but I just wanted something quick and fun to read, and I totally fell in love with it. So now I'm gonna go in a little spoiler part, so skip to this time code if you don't want to hear a spoiler about the book. It's a bit predictable. Like when I read it I could guess everything that was gonna happen, but still I don't want to spoil the book for you. So I cried when her grandmother died at the beginning. Like it was the second chapter and I was already crying. I cried when she died. Obviously, like, it's the biggest thing that happens in the book, like she dies. But I cried even more at the end when Rune organized this, he organized like a lantern thing, you know, like when you have a lantern and you just let it go into the air. And so like he brought 1,000 people with 1,000 lantern with the 1,000 kisses written on the lanterns, and they sent them into the air so that they could reach Poppy because she was dead, and so he was sending her all the kisses. It's adorable. Also, I'm happy that she succeeded on having 1,000 kisses, because I was like, there are still a lot left. How are they gonna do it? But they did. There is a quote that I love in the book, and it is, when you know that something is finite, it makes it that much more meaningful. And honestly, there are a lot of quotes in that book that I enjoy, but that one is kinda more than the other to me, you know. I don't know if it makes sense, but it makes sense to me. Honestly, I don't know what to say more than that, except that I loved it with my entire being. I cried when by the end of the book he is accepting his father's love and he is treating his little brother like a big brother should be treating his little brother, and that was just so cute and nice to see, because I would have been very sad if the book ended and he was still mad at his family for moving and stuff, and his father made me cry also when he gave him back his camera. That's too much for me to handle. So yeah, I think this video is coming to an end. It is a bit weird to have such a short video after the last three videos that I made, because we have my review of Out of the Blue by Jason June. Go watch it if you still haven't, because it is my favorite video that I ever recorded and it means a lot to me. So we had that one, we have my favorite book of the year and my least favorite book of the year, who are all almost 30 minutes long, and we have this video, I don't know how long it's gonna be, but probably around 10 minutes I assume. So let me know if you read that book, like tell me what you think of it and if you liked it, and if you didn't like it, you can tell me also. Also, for the beginning of this year, for the month of January, I have a little surprise for you guys. Since I have a lot of videos that I want to make for like the end of 2022, and like if I do one each week, I'm still gonna be talking about like 2022 and Christmas in 2 months. So for the month of January, I will make like 2 videos a week. One will be on Wednesday and the other one will be on Saturday. I hope you had a great holidays, New Year's week, day. I hope you're doing great. Hope you had a great time watching me talk about this amazing book. What a way to finish the year. Amazing. So if you want to read it, read it. And I will see you on Saturday in 2 days. So for the second video of 2023. So until then, bye.